The more you showcase your life, the more people will find a way to bring you down. This is a complex and sometimes cruel fact of human nature. But there is a way to overcome this situation. Disappearing from view and working in the shadows. It's a powerful way to quietly commit to moving beyond the ordinary and reaching the next level of your own potential. This process can be exciting. Yes, it's exciting. Because you know that when your transformation happens, you will surprise everyone. And most importantly, you will discover this in the process. You will no longer care what anyone says about you, because you will realize that the only opinion that matters is your own opinion. In this short documentary, I will tell you under 3 main headings how to retreat into the shadow and then how to emerge into the light. First, how to disappear, second, what you need to do in the shadows, and third, how to respawn. But remember, if you mess up any part of this, you'll regret it. Especially the last one. Be ready, because this journey invites you to an inner discovery and a transformative experience. If you are ready, let's embark on this journey that will radically change your life. The first rule of travel is to shut up. You may not realize it, but your mouth can betray you more than you know. You need to get it under control. Stop telling people about your life. This includes your family, friends, and coworkers. Nobody. The only exception may be your significant other. Of course, if you think they support you or will support you. You will have a hard time controlling your mouth on this journey. This natural habit we have causes us to trivialize important information. This rule is very important if you want to disappear and develop properly. You need to learn to catch your thoughts before they leave your mouth. If you can learn to keep your mouth shut, you will become a mystery to everyone. In this way, you will be able to continue to develop yourself more accurately in the shadows. Another step in being able to retreat into the shadows correctly is to meet less with friends who hinder your development. In order to focus on your goals, you first need to clearly define your own life and priorities. It may be difficult to limit the time you spend with your friends. However, in this process, you need to re-evaluate your own values and what is truly important to you. Taking more time for yourself to achieve your goals will be one of the most important steps you need to take on this journey. Partially putting your social circle on the back burner can play a big role in your long-term success. In this journey, you should make plans that will allow you to focus on your goals by using your time and energy more efficiently. The biggest reason for retreating into the shadows was to try to create a big change with focus, discipline, and dedication. In order to achieve this, you have to give up some things. If you can't control your mouth and set your priorities, you can never, ever retreat into the shadows. The next step to retreating into the shadows correctly is that you have to learn to care only about your own thoughts. You will have to reprogram your mind to disappear and stay hidden. You have to learn not to care about what others think. Because comparing yourself to others or caring about their thoughts can create a lack of self-confidence in you and will also cause you to be constantly stressed. I wonder what they think of me. Do they like me? Will they get mad because I don't go to them? When you have such thoughts in your mind, your development will be hindered. When you disappear, in other words, when you retreat into the shadows, you will have to kill this side of you that cares about everyone. Because when you learn not to care about people, your self-confidence will increase. Your stress level will decrease and you will be more creative. This will increase your chances of being successful. The only person you should care about is the person you see when you stand in front of the mirror. If you can do this, you will stop being someone else's puppet and take control of your own life. This is not an easy task. But when you succeed, happiness will come with it. If we can apply all these steps correctly, you will successfully retreat into the shadows. So what should we do to achieve change, success and light in the shadows? Success comes with consistent daily habits. For example, do you want to stay in the shadows and work for 6 months? Create routines that you will apply every day. Develop disciplined habits such as waking up early in the morning, exercising, and working towards your goals. These routines will support you in reaching your goals by keeping your mental and physical energy high. Because these habits will provide you with motivation and discipline. The most important thing is discipline. Because our motivation may not always be there. But discipline is the factor that pushes us to work even when we are not motivated. You should definitely do something to increase your discipline and motivation. For example, if you go and work even when you are not eager to work, your discipline will increase over time. Remember, there is no lazy person, there are only undisciplined people. Do you have a dream? Work on it. Some people look for talent in themselves to start a business or advance. But not everyone is talented. When they realize that they do not have talent, they say that we have no chance and dismiss it. Talent is innate, but skill is something that is acquired later. Let's say you have a passion for video editing, but you do not know how to edit. In this case, you can start by learning how to use editing programs on YouTube. Talent is like luck, but acquiring a skill is shaping your own destiny. For example, look at Ronaldo and Lionel Messi, who are known as the two best footballers in the world. Messi is the most talented footballer in the world. According to Burak Yilmaz, Ronaldo is the biggest factor that shows that a footballer reaches the highest position possible by working hard. Ronaldo has a nice saying on this subject: "When I was little, they always put me in goal. They said you don't know how to kick the ball, now they all watch me at home." All these show that acquiring a skill or working hard on a previously acquired skill can compete with talent. Football is just one example. Because not everyone will be a footballer. And not everyone has a dream of becoming a footballer. Acquire a skill related to whatever you are interested in while you are in the shadows. Learn to hide your plans so that you can move in the shadows and not let others steal your success. Because you will develop some ambitious plans and ideas on this journey. You will be excited by these plans you develop, and you will want to tell those around you about these plans. But if you do this, your chances of being successful will decrease. Even if it is a very good idea, you may not want to do it anymore. You may ask, how can this be bad? I would like to explain the situation by first explaining the scientific reason and then the second reason. Studies in the field of psychology have shown that when you tell others about your goals or intentions, your brain experiences a sense of satisfaction as if you have already achieved these goals, and this causes the person to lose interest in their goals. This situation is called the revealing effect. Therefore, in some cases, keeping your goals and intentions to yourself can keep your motivation to achieve them even stronger. There is another important reason to hide your plans and goals. People in our country are very hopeless. If you want to get advice about your plans, you should find the right person, and reveal as little information as possible. After you have obtained the information you need, retreat back into the shadows. But now we can access a very large part of the information on the internet. Even the internet can be a very good guide for us. You may get physically injured on this journey, you may get mentally tired and suffer. As a result of these experiences, you will want to cry or scream. Let the tears flow, but do it in the shadows. If you can do this, you will strengthen and develop your character. As Helen Keller said, character does not develop in an environment where there is no pain and trouble. When you get tired on this journey and come strong against this fatigue, you will also achieve the performance that will take you to the next level. Because no journey is easy. Some people think that success is a matter of luck. This is both true and false. Think of two men. One sits and prays without doing anything. The other sets out on the road to be successful. Which man do you think luck is likely to find? Of course, the person who sets out on the road. Because luck never meets you at the beginning of the road. When you set out and make progress, you will also find luck. Many studies and experts state that it takes an average of 21 to 66 days for a habit to be established or changed. When you stay in the shadows consistently for 2 to 3 months and start to improve yourself, this will create a habit and you will become much stronger. So why should we retreat to the shadows? Why do we need to follow these rules to change? Why do we need to suffer and face some truths to become rich? When you retreat to the shadows, your character will be strengthened, your discipline will increase and your chances of being successful will increase. Most importantly, you will acquire a skill. A skill you acquire can put you among the richest people in the world. We just said that many people look for talent in themselves. Maybe you are very talented in management. But since you have not acquired such a skill, you do not know it yet. While you are in the shadows, you will also gain awareness about consumption and entrepreneurship. If you have applied all these steps correctly, now is the time to learn how to emerge again. There will be a big difference between the first day you retreat to the shadows and the last day you emerge from the shadows. This change will be perceived by people. Because you recoded yourself while you were in the shadows and you will come back as a much different person. People will ask you questions and be curious. But you have to remain mysterious. Because you will continue to progress even after you come out of the shadows. You will not become very rich just because you stayed in the shadows for 6 months. You will have gained important functions such as the skills required to become rich. Therefore, you need to hide your progress even after you come out of the shadows. Because our environment can be hostile in such matters. People who do not like you will not dig in your hole unless they see you as a competitor. Don't be so self-confident. Therefore, continue to progress silently. Show people the car under you. But do not tell how you got it. In other words, learning to shut up is very important when you retreat into the shadows, as it is very important after you come out of the shadows. This is why it is necessary to gain the requirements and skills we mentioned while in the shadows. Because this will create a lifestyle. The less you talk, the less you explain, the more respect you will gain. Because silence is also a form of speech. If you want to be successful, you have to take action. And you have to be open to change. These habits you acquired in the shadows will provide you with great power as you come into the light. You will now be stronger, more disciplined, more self-confident, and the stress level in your life will decrease. At the very least, the stress that will occur will be related to your success and progress. You will start to love all the things you learned in the shadows. When you start this journey, everything may seem strange to you. But in the end, you will realize how meaningful it is. If you change your mind, you will change the way you perceive the world and the problems around you. Remember, first we form our habits, and then our habits form us. After you come out of the shadows, you will encounter something very interesting. You will no longer need to